This lesson is on multiplying and dividing numbers in scientific notation. We're going to start with multiplying. The first thing you're going to do is multiply the digits. Remember, the digits are in the front of the power. The second thing we're going to do is add the exponents, just like we do when we use the product rule. And then we'll look at step 3 and 4 when we are doing our examples. So number 1, we have 3 and 7/10 times 10 to the 6th power, all multiplied by 5 and 2/10 times 10 to the 3rd power. So as our steps told us, we're going to multiply the digits. Well, 3 and 7/10 times 5 and 2/10 is going to be 19 and 24/100. And then it said that we're going to add the exponents, just like we do with our product rule. 6 and 3 is 9. Well, we know that scientific notation has to have the digit be between 1 and 10. This digit is 19 and 24/100. Okay? If it's not between 1 and 10, we need to move our decimal to the left. Okay, so we're going to move the decimal to the left, becoming 1.924. And then it tells us that we're going to add however many spaces we moved to our exponent. Okay, we only moved one space, so we're going to only add 1 to our exponent. So times 10 to the 10th power. And that's your final answer. Example 2. We're going to multiply our digits. Okay? So we have 2 and 32/100 times 3 and 48/100, which is 80 and 736. Oh, no, 8 point. Sorry, the decimal should have been here. 0.736. Okay? And then we have to deal with our exponents. The rule is to add them. -6 plus -3 is -9. So our digit we have then is 8.0736 times our power of 10 to the, we have a -9th power. Our digit is between 1 and 10, so it is perfect. This is your final answer. Okay, and then dividing numbers in scientific notation. Similar to what we just did, we're actually going to divide the digits up front, and then we're going to subtract the exponents. All right, so when we divide 1.2 divided by 6, we actually have 0.2, and then we have times 10 to the, what's the rule? Our division rule or our quotient rule is to subtract the exponents. 8 minus 3 is 5. So we have times 10 to the 5th power. Then you have to check, look at step 3. Says to see, is your digit between 1 and 10? It's not. This is smaller than 1. So then we need to move to the right and subtract from our exponent. We only need to move to the right one space, so I'm only going to add 1 to my exponent. So let's rewrite that. 2 times 10 to the 6th power. Oh, no. Subtract. I just said subtract, and I didn't subtract. To the 4th power. Okay? 5 minus 1 was 4, so it should have been to the 4th power. Okay, and our last example, we're going to, again, divide the digits. 14 divided by 7 is just 2. And then we have our power of 10. So times 10, the rule is to subtract the exponents. -3 minus -7. Keep change. positive 4. Check to see if your digit's between 1 and 10, and it is, it's 2. So we keep r times 10 to the 4th power. Okay? Your left-hand page looks like this. And we can go ahead and do one together. Okay? So we have, let's do number 4. Okay, so we have a division problem. We have 4.8. We're going to divide it by 1.2. Well, 1.2 goes into 4.8 4 times 10 to the, what's the exponent rule? To subtract. Negative 3 minus 3 more. Keep change is negative 6. Is your digit between 1 and 10? Yep, so that's your final answer. All right? The next thing, let's look at this one up here, number 3. You notice that this is in scientific notation, but this one is not. So we need to put this in scientific notation first. Okay, so I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, so I actually have 3.5 times 10. This is a really small number, so it gets a negative exponent, and I moved 4 spaces. Okay, so I don't have to look at that standard form anymore. So 5 times 3.5 is 17.5. And then we have our power of 10 times 10 to the, well, the rule with multiplying is to add the exponents. So it's just to the 9 plus negative 4, 5th power. Check to see if your digit is between 1 and 10. It is not. It is 17. So we're going to move to the left 1 space to make it between 1.75 times 10. And when you move it to the left, you're going to add 1 to your exponent. So it becomes to the 6th power. That's your final answer. Finish this page as your left-hand page. Today's code word is bananas. Okay? So go ahead and have that written down in your planner. Glue everything in except for your left-hand page and turn it in first thing tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can email me or send me a remind text.